What I could say is, whatever it is you're doing, try to make yourself less dependent on the government. Wherever you are, wherever you live. I remember everyone cheering about stimulus checks when they were locked in their house. Oh, I got $1,400 for free. There's nothing to be proud about when you're receiving handouts from the government, and that's what's keeping your head above the water. If you have a business with big government contracts, expand. If you make a lot of your money because the government is paying your company or yourself, expand. Because I'm telling you, trying to rely on the government to feed you with handouts is just going to make you more and more dependent. And then when the government want to impose new rules, when they want to fuck with you a little bit more, poke you with that stick a bit more, there's nothing you can do. So try and become a bit more self-sufficient. Make money online. Make sure some of the money that you're making online is coming from other countries, whether you're selling fucking merchandise or Amazon stores or whatever it is you're doing. Try and diversify your sources of income, because if you try to lean too much on the government, and there are governments in the world right now who are doing that. Here, I'll give you some money, stay in your house. Here's another check, don't worry, here's enough to buy groceries. What if the government decides to stop giving you money? What are you gonna eat? Nothing. So, stop your dependencies on anything. The government, your family, stop being dependent on others and try and be self-sufficient.
How much of the money do you make right now is coming from the internet? Like, what percentage?
It's a hard question. It's a hard question because it depends what you mean from the internet.
I would say crypto counts, YouTube money counts, but...
Yeah, so crypto accounts don't make me money. I'm not a crypto trader as such. I'm friends with some very good crypto traders, and I'll fuck around a little bit, but I just have crypto. Mm-hmm. I just have it, and I spend it, and I use it, and I store it. So I'm not making any money from crypto. I'd say maybe 50-50. Maybe 50% of the money I'm making are real world tangible businesses that you can visit and pay cash at, and and the governments and they're licensed with governments, etc. Maybe 50% of my money comes from online sources, but it's hard to define exactly what online means and what online doesn't. But again, 50-50 is very good, because if the governments in the various countries where I run physical businesses or franchises want to shut me down, good, I've got my internet money. If the internet wants to shut me down, good, I've got the other money. Plus I've got so much fucking saved up I can't spend it. So I'm good. I've insulated myself. But I've been saying the same things, and my brother has been saying the same things for maybe 5 years online. So 5 years ago, I was just about a millionaire, just about. And we were saying all the same things 5 years ago before anybody saw any of this coming. Watch back through the old Take Confidential episodes or the old Take Speech episodes of my brother preaching. We were saying it for years, but while we were saying it, we weren't just sitting there with our dicks in our hands. While we were saying it, we were thinking, oh, fuck, we need more streams of income. Fuck, we need to make more money. Fuck, we need to put money here, put money there. Open businesses here, open companies here, get another passport from XYZ. So we were preaching it and we were doing it at the same time, which is why now shit's hitting the fan. Me and my brother stand before the world as I'm not going to tell you how rich I am, but I'm certainly a multi-millionaire. And we're fine. But it takes years of work. It's not going to be an overnight fix.
What's the biggest change? What's the biggest shift people can make in order to become that successful? Do you think it's the mentality? Is how open-minded or strong you are mentally the biggest factor to becoming an entrepreneur?
The ability to deal with pressure. Me and my brother always say the same thing. The ability to deal with pressure. So if you can't deal with pressure, that's your fault. Put yourself through more hard shit. Get in the boxing ring, maybe. I don't know. I've been through so much stress and so much pressure in my life that running a business and running a company, it's easy.
Right. I want to ask you that because you're a former European champion fighter. How do people not compromise their principles in the face of adversity? Which is probably what you face literally when you get in the ring with somebody else. There's adversity right in front of you, and whoever doesn't fold the most ends up winning the fight. But you could apply that logic to online, and I've seen it happen with so many of the creators that I look up to. They end up folding under the pressure, they end up selling out, they give up their principles, and they end up standing for nothing. How do you... Go ahead.
And let's not give a platform to any of these nerds. But
I'm not saying their names, yeah.
Let's not do it. But that fat guy you were talking about last time, someone was showing me some of his old stuff, and he was a no-holds-barred comedian who would, make jokes about feminists and all this kind of stuff. And again, totally folded in the face of adversity and money. I've just always, I think it's growing up in a bad neighborhood, having friends who you can't tell on, who you can't snitch on, I can't fold in the face of adversity. Even now, I can't be bought. I've been offered a lot of money to sponsor my Emergency Meeting Live podcasts by companies, and I'm not going to say their name because I wish them the best of luck making money, but companies where I don't necessarily think my audience will benefit from using their products and services. Let's say it that way. And I've turned down large sums of money because I know that the mind of a lot of young men, the minds of a lot of young men are very impressionable. And I've always been a very principled guy. For me, it's death before dishonor. You know, I was never ever going to sell out or tell on my brother, whether it be, you know, if the police interviewed us or, you know, if a girl asks questions about where he is at night. I've never been the guy to sell out or, you know, snitch on my friends. And now that I'm up here, you know, I'm making some very big moral decisions and people are saying, well, how are you doing that? I think I've just always been that guy. And if you're not, you need to change. If you're not, you need to just blink and cure your brain and snap out of it and try and become more principled, because eventually it's going to catch up with you. If you're the kind of guy who folds in the face of adversity or, you know, takes money he shouldn't to do something he doesn't agree with, eventually it's going to catch up with you and bite you in the ass. So I like to be able to sleep well at night. And I guess that's my answer. Yeah, kickboxing, okay, I guess. Yeah, there's adversity right in front of you. You have to hold on. But, you know, I've lost some fights. Sometimes, you know, you're tired. The weight cut took too much out of you. The guy's just better on the night and you get your face punched in. You get your nose broken like I have. It happens. But that teaches you lessons too.
Sonny Faz, the guy who reacts to your videos with his mom, I think you know who I'm talking about. He said, for someone who doesn't have a brother like you do, what do you recommend a guy does to make a true loyal bond like that?
I like that guy and his mom. I do. They're great people. I would say search within circles of people who you're not going to find one walking through the world at random. So I've made a lot of good friends from the War Room, which was an organization started by my brother, an organization I'm a big part of. Most of my good friends I've made recently have been from there. If you are in a situation where, even if it's an online community, even if they're fans of Sneeko or me, making friends with people who have those interests in mind is at least a step one. It's a base level. This guy might be okay, but you don't have to have a relationship like me and my brother, which is a bit extreme. But certainly, just be that kind of guy yourself. Be the kind of moral person yourself, who's not going to tell on your friends, not going to snitch, not going to cause problems for your friends. Always going to be, you know, always going to have their back in a fight. Always going to have their back in an argument. If you are that kind of guy, you'll be surprised. You'll attract that type of people, because you'll be able to look into someone's eyes and see if they share the same morals as you. You will be able to tell when you look at somebody in the face. And I can look at somebody in the face and say, you know what? That guy would tell on me if we got arrested for something. That guy would try and fuck my girl if he got half a chance. I can see it because I'm the real deal. You can't fake the real deal.